I'm going to bread this flounder just in some flour. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper right into my flour. That's the way that my mom used to do when she would do chicken or fish or anything. So your seasoning's right in your flour. And then for the wet dredge, I'm going to make a very light, crispy coating. I don't want this to be a real heavy coating on this really light fish. So I'm gonna add in 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And to keep it light, I'm gonna add in 1/4 cup of rice flour. I'm gonna add in some seafood seasoning. This is just really kind of the magic when it comes to frying and cooking fish. A tablespoon, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And then I'm gonna add in club soda. Now you may be going, what? Here's the thing. Sometimes people use beer batter, which is really nice and gives you a nice light crust. Club soda does the same thing, so this will give us a nice little bubble. I'm gonna add in a cup of club soda. I'm gonna whisk these dry ingredients together first. Kind of start to resemble pancake batter. Everything is incorporated and whisked together really well. I'm just gonna check the temp to make sure we're at 375, which we are. Then we're just gonna dredge in the flour mixture and then coat it in the batter. Let the excess drip off and into the hot oil we go. These are small pieces, so they're only gonna take about total 3 or 4 minutes to cook. So if you don't use flounder, something like cod would be really nice. A light, mild white fish. Anytime you're frying, you don't want to crowd the pan, so I think that's 5 pieces, that's probably enough. And we just want them to get golden brown on the outside. These look perfectly cooked, nice and golden brown. Gonna hit these with a little bit of salt while they're hot so that salt will soak right in. And I wanna make sort of my version of tartar sauce. It's a pickle sauce, which is really cool. So I'm using some mayonnaise. I've got 3/4 cup of mayonnaise here. So I'm gonna start with these little tiny pickles. Some mini peppers. A lot of the recipes that were not handed down from my grandmother and my mother were things that I had on the road that I learned how to recreate at home. And I think I learned early on when my career started and took off really quickly after my whole life of waiting for it to happen, that if you don't stop and really savor the moments, it can feel a little bit like you're on a runaway train just holding on for dear life. And so you have to find ways to ground yourself in the moment so that you'll have those memories later. It's interesting to me how food and music are those grounding things. You know, when you hear a song, it takes you back. And you know, food does the same thing. You know, when we smell or we make food that was made by someone that we love, that passed down that recipe to us, we have that memory. And that's a wonderful gift. All right, these little peppers going in. I'm gonna zest this lemon, and then I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of the juice. The lemon just kind of cuts the richness a little bit of the mayonnaise and adds that nice citrusy flavor. We only need about half this lemon. Actually, I'm gonna need the whole lemon. That was a sad lemon. Or it was a strong lemon, actually, I think is what it was. Chop up a little parsley. Then I'm just gonna add in a dash or 2 of hot sauce for me, because I like it. Just a little bit. And give that a stir. It looks so good. This is gonna be delightful with that fish and this hash. Pretty excited. I'm gonna put this into a cute little bowl, because that's how I roll. It's ready to serve. Now I just need to make a plate. So I need some of this fish. Fish and chips. Hash. I mean, that's a happy looking plate. And then a little bit of this sauce. Put it on the side. I like to dip my fish in it from the side. And now I'm gonna go in, give it a shot. I'm gonna have to set it down. Light and crispy.